Welcome, viewers, to another fabulous episode of Unapologetically Free. Now, today I'm going to talk about how you should commit to your own thoughts and your own opinions. Now, first off, one of the most lacking traits in men today is to commit to what you believe and commit to your own thought. Now, many of us fear how other people view us, so we often doubt ourselves, we'll often try and self-regulate ourselves. We will ask ourselves, oh no, did I just say the right thing? Did I say the wrong thing? Is it right? Is it wrong? Am I being good enough? And this is essentially saying that other people's opinions of us are more important than our own opinions itself. But many a times there is no basis for such a thought. We often think of other people's thoughts and opinions as more valuable, and we just assume that simply because people are committed to their opinions and thoughts that they are right. Just imagine, maybe someone comes up to you and say, you know what, bro, unicorns are for real. And then they just so committed to that thought that even 1 year later, when you talk to them without flinching, they'll tell you, unicorns are for real. And what happens to a lot of people is that they will get drawn into that sense of certainty that it's found in the other person, because ultimately everyone wants to be that kind of person who's so sure of himself, and they may even adopt his delusional opinions. Now, based on my own thoughts, what immediately comes to mind is the idea of a cult, where followers unquestioningly follow the instructions of the leader because the leader is so sure of his own beliefs and thoughts. And here's my learning process. Number one, every one of us should learn to be committed to what we think instead of what other people think. This way we can express our thoughts out, and these thoughts that come out can then be scrutinized by other people, and we can have a debate, a dialogue, such as, for example, when you see in YouTube videos, you have a lot of comments in the comment section below. Those are examples of people holding opinions of things. So learn to be committed to what you think and be the one setting expectations of how the world should be, how people around you should be, instead of constantly being on the reactive, where people tell you instead, oh, you should be nice, you should be this, you should be that, and you end up submitting to the wheels of other people without knowing whether this is really something that you believe in. For example, if society tells you that your life path should be to get a stable 8 to 5 job, marry a woman, and just get together with her and then raise a family, that's the typical societal pressure. My question then is, what do you really think? Because if what you think is in line with society, no problem. But what I see is, in today's generation, a lot of people are afraid of following their dreams and afraid of following their own beliefs because they are committed to what other people think about them. It's okay to make a bad decision, but it's not okay to live your life for other people. It's just not right, because you are you, and when you try and live other people's lives for them, you ultimately lose so much of the power that you have in you. So, next up, one of the curses of today's generation of men is that we are afraid of stating our beliefs. So, one of the signs of being committed to what other people think is that you'll be afraid of stating what you believe. Across the board, men, specifically males, are more and more afraid of airing our thoughts and beliefs, because people that air their thoughts and beliefs, just think of them, like such as Donald Trump, they get called names, they get judged, and we fear being held accountable and being judged by what we think, and therefore we refuse to speak up. But what happens when you refuse to speak up is that you are unable to make wrong right. If, for example, perhaps someone in your life has constantly been drinking, been smoking, been eating too much, if you refuse to speak up and say, hey, it's better to eat a salad than it is to eat that fried chicken wing, and demand that of that person, what you are doing is that you are refusing to improve the lives of people around you. And to me, that is the true definition of being selfish. And what I realize is that no fact itself brings me closer to this state of what I call not giving a shit about what other people think about me. Now, it's not so much about whether I'm absolutely right or wrong, but this newfound state of confidence, of being willing to share my thoughts, my ideas, and my feelings with people actually draw people towards me because I'm unafraid of being who I am, and that is what I believe all human beings seek, to be unapologetically free. And this is what my channel ultimately hopes to bring to men all over the world, the confidence that is based on truth to be unapologetically free. Now, I hope you like this video. If you do, like it, comment, subscribe, share this video, and I'll see you again.